Hello, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing One Piece. This is Season 1, Episode 8, titled Worst in the Easts.
That must be Malong.
Along, yeah. I'm guessing this one is going to be all about defeating Along. And it is the season finale, so I don't know if it's going to end in with a nice bow on it and that's a conclusion, or if there's going to be sort of a cliffhanger that's going to lead us into the next season. Or you guys know by now, I know nothing about the source material. I haven't read the manga, I've never seen the anime, so I still don't know what's going to happen at all.
I have an idea.
You have an idea?
Yeah, that they're gonna wrap up this part of the story and then they're gonna open for later seasons, because I think they're already cleared for season 2, right?
I'm pretty sure they are. Like this series was a big success.
Yes.
So it would make sense if they tease something for the next season.
I think that's usually how, if I'm not just talking out of like a writing perspective. If I wanted to make like a season, I would definitely wrap up the season. Yeah. But then I would like tie into a potential
a thing that can come up later, potentially, if you get more seasons. Because like I remember,
especially with Netflix, where they have a tendency to just like cancel after the first one.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why if I was a creative making series, I would be afraid to set something up that I wouldn't be able to pay off. So I would maybe be more like the Legend of Korra, where each, like the first 2 seasons, I think, like they had the first season, they didn't know they were going to get a second season, so they wrapped it up in that first season, and then we got a second one, they wrapped it up again, and then 3 and 4, like they knew that they had both of those, so they could tie them together. But not committing to something that they couldn't finish. I think that's because like too many times you start a series and you're like, oh, this is really exciting, and then cancel, and there's no resolution, and like, oh damn, they set so much cool stuff up.
1899.
We're never gonna. That one still hurts. Yeah. All right. A lot of talking about things that's not necessarily related to One Piece. So I think we're pretty much just gonna jump into it, unless you have anything. Nope. All right then. Just the usual spiel here, of course, at the end of the intro. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, throw in a comment, it really helps out when you do that, and you can also check out our Patreon page where you can watch uncuts, sync it up to your own copy of the episode, and also we have early reactions for some of the other shows that we are watching at the moment. There's a link down in the description below. Now, let's do this, the season finale of One Piece, Worst in the East. Yeah, here we go.
Hey!
Flashback to when she had the tattoo, the one that she just stabbed to shit.
Come on, it's not that bad.
From now on,
if you do it badly, then
sure. And it was also like,
and then you're totally right about the whole thing with the chained up, just drawing maps.
Cocoa Village is my home.
Then it's our turn to sacrifice. We're done living in fear.
We'll all be killed.
If there's no hope for us to buy our freedom, then I say we die trying to fight for it!
This is my fight.
No.
It's also theirs.
This is our fight. Right, guys? Finally, I get to cut something.
Finally.
Vice Admiral? The welcoming party.
Is he literally called Bogart?
Vice Admiral Gao.
Yeah, you'd never...
I haven't...
You didn't catch that earlier?
No.
We also have word that Arlong and his fishmen have been running wild across these islands.
We have been tracking Arlong, yes.
Oh, you have? Mm-hmm.
Pirate in a straw hat. He's the one responsible for this.
Ruthless killer. No.
I am a Marine captain.
And I'm a Vice Admiral. So let's move past the grandstanding, shall we?
I'll make sure these pirates taste the steel of my blade.
You'll do no such thing.
Ooh.
You know Arlong hates to wait.
Whoa, whoa.
Balls, I'm just...
Going in. Through the front gate. Damn!
Well, they might be bulletproof, but
They're
sure
not,
can cut him.
Yeah. Shit!
Let's go.
But you just got here.
There he is. What the fuck is that? What the?
Making projectiles out of what? Rum?
That was great.
Oh, is this a bit of like a Gimli Legolas situation where it's gonna be like...
Friendly competition?
Yes.
You could have been spared. Taking your place right by my side. No, just like the rest of your kind. You betrayed me.
You betrayed her.
With knowledge of every marine base and pirate stronghold, nothing can stop me from taking the East Blue and every other sea after that. So tell me, Pirate King, could you have used her so effectively?
Use?
Never use. Whoa!
Nami isn't some tool to be used. She's a person with wants and dreams of her own.
Damn, Luffy!
Get out of here, Nami.
But Luffy,
Just go. I got this.
You think you can escape me, Nami?
Round 2, Arlong.
Whew. Alright. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
At least he took care of that crazy looking weapon.
You got this.
Wow!
Maybe you should take a break. Maybe you ought to get back in the kitchen.
Whoa.
Trust me, I can help you guys win this thing. I swear, Clown, if you screw us over.
No. I don't know.
God.
Whoa, okay.
Hey, so, I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, sorry, kiddos. I'd love to make things right, but it's time to exit stage left.
So, I'm gonna get out of here. Damn.
I love him. He's doing such a great job.
Oh, he really is.
Oh no, that was a hard hit.
Too bad, little one. Just when we're starting to have some fun.
You're not gonna check? Make sure?
Double
Because
tap.
he's just plain dead. Freaking catch him.
Try one of my new patented fire rounds.
I'm a fishman. I don't catch fire.
Maybe you don't,
Oh,
That
but
does.
but alcohol does.
Whoa.
Special attack! Exploding star!
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey, he called out his attack.
Yeah, of course.
No one's around to see.
Yeah, because you ran so far into the forest. They'll believe me. I don't know, man. Oh shit, this one.
Won't be so lucky against the might of my fishman karate.
You what? Not just karate, but fishman karate.
Yeah. Karate.
Karate.
Isn't that how Dwight says it? Or someone?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Whoa.
Is that blood? Nah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it is. You did make him bleed.
Or he's a shark? Or
Yeah,
kind
he'll
of-
just grow new teeth like that.
Or not a shark, saw? Fish? He's a fish.
Yeah, and he's got those sharky qualities.
Yeah.
My kicks can break a ship's gill. That's nothing.
You should have seen Zeph's kicks when he found the eggshell in the creme brulee.
Like it or not, I brought out the best in her. She'd be nothing without me.
No, you'd be nothing without her.
Exactly.
I can destroy everything you've built.
He's gonna burn.
Go for the columns and the maps and yeah. Haha.
Or make him destroy it himself.
This is when you get out of there.
Yep.
Kotlet!
Kotlet?
Nice. All calling out their freaking moves.
I love that his is like French cuisine related.
All great fighters call out their finishing moves.
Yeah, you're gonna fit in just fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Good job, guys.
And suddenly he has no
Blood.
hot sauce.
Still inside, fighting Arlong.
He's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be alright. The building is coming down. Alright, just get out of there, Luffy. Just run. Get out. Whoop. Whoa. He's gonna be fine.
Right?
Right.
And they're just standing there like...
Hell yeah.
Nami! You are our friend! We are your crew!
They did it!
Yeah.
I'm sure that we haven't seen the last of Arlong, though.
Yeah, why would he not survive this?
Yeah. He's gonna have to crawl out from under all of that rubble, and then sure he's gonna be mad.
Well, you know, a true artist never reveals his secrets, but could be talked into offering some private lessons.
Nice, Sanji. Nice try.
What? I saved your ass. How do you figure? You don't even get your hands dirty. At least I don't need 3 swords to prove I'm a man.
There I was.
This is gonna continue, right?
Yeah, their little rivalry.
And I didn't stop until I single-handedly defeated Arlong.
Okay, Usopp, now you're taking it too far.
With a little help, of course. I mean, I guess I wasn't completely alone.
3 cheers for Captain Usopp! We couldn't have done it without him!
Yeah, I was just waiting for that.
The Straw Hats didn't destroy Cocoa Village. It was Arlong.
You have your orders, Cadet.
They're still pirates, but
What did you say?
I said no, sir.
No, damn.
You do realize there are severe punishments for disobeying direct orders.
I disagree with those orders, sir.
Me too.
Oh!
Coming along now, are we? Coming along. Oh my god.
Last chance. Give it up.
That's not really my thing.
Oh man, second boss fight in a matter of hours. I think Garp is gonna be a little bit harder to beat.
When are you gonna learn that you can't win?
Poor villagers, man.
Yeah, that village is done.
Yeah, but
Rocket!
Oof!
I told you. You aren't ready.
I'm never giving up on my dream.
Is that so?
I'm going to the Grand Line, and I will find the One Piece. And I will be king of the pirates.
And now he sees it. Everyone else is just like, wait, what's going on over there?
Arlong's pirates are still on the loose. Hunt them down and arrest them.
All right, God.
What about these straw hats?
What about them?
Arrest them too. They are the real criminals.
Okay. Shut him up.
I knew I'd never be able to change your mind.
But you had to try.
Stubborn.
Mm.
Just like me. But I know who you are, boy. I just needed to make sure you knew it too.
You were testing me. Couldn't you have gone a little bit easier?
You're on your own now.
Wow. So he's just gonna let him...
I have my friends.
Hey, yeah.
I did it, Mom. I'm free. My life is finally my own again.
Yeah. No, what?
I hope you'd be proud of me.
Of course you would.
She was always proud of you. So am I. How's your own?
Yeah, I was just about to say something look different.
No.
You will always have a place here to return to. This will always be your home.
Aww.
I wanted to show you something.
Oh, he's got his own wonderful stuff.
Of course he's happy about it.
Whoa, that's a lot of berry. It's the highest bounty in the East Blue.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Guess this is goodbye then.
Goodbye for now.
At least.
Yeah.
Be a good Marine.
Be a good pirate.
Just be good. Such a unique thing as well. Like for Luffy, he wants to be a wanted criminal, but also a hero. A good guy.
I'm famous! What do you want about? That's Luffy's wanted poster. Not just Luffy.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Maybe if you work a little harder, you'll get a bounty too.
But that doesn't count.
It's okay to be jealous. Feel what you need.
With that price on your head, every bounty hunter in the East Blue will be gunning for you.
Yeah, that's a whole new issue there.
Yep.
Then it's a good thing we're not staying in the East Blue.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well, of course. They're going to the Grand Line.
But where's we kind of need the...
The Grand Line, isn't that like the...
but they need the map to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 30 million. Okay.
Oh, now they're all gonna see it. What about Shanks?
He was on his way to the Grand Line?
Yeah.
So, oh.
Yes.
I'll kill the little shit myself.
If sure you don't, will.
I will.
Oh, what? She survived? Damn.
Alright, okay.
Well, that's some setup right there, for sure.
I guess there is some of me in him after all.
What's up?
He was wanted at one point?
Ready to accept my punishment.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Following orders doesn't make you a good Marine. All men have their own brand of justice. And you both followed yours, so well done.
So you're not going to punish us?
Well, I wouldn't say that. My training methods have been called the worst kind of punishment.
He's gonna train them.
I want to be worthy of holding my own against someone like Luffy.
Big words.
And you?
I want to show people that Roanoke Azaro isn't the only one that knows how to use swords.
Oh.
I want to get stronger too, like my friend.
Aww.
Or whatever.
Oh, whatever. Well, he's come a long way.
Yeah, I just thought so.
Maybe the old chef was right. It is your turn.
Yes. Nice. So what, next season, Kobe's gonna be buff.
Buffing up. Hey.
Oh.
This guy.
Mihawk talking to...
Is that some of... Nope, that's Shanks.
What? Whoa. Hey.
A wee bit hungover.
I'm not here to fight. Not when you're half the man you used to be.
Bird.
I could still take it.
Oh, really? Really?
I recently ran into someone who might be of interest.
Oh, he's gonna give him the wanted poster.
Yes.
Perfect.
And is that Yasa?
Really did it.
Yeah.
Bring out the reserve booze, boys! Thought you were hungover.
Well, preparation, right?
So what do you think?
Oh, that was nice.
Oh,
it's a little piece of home to take with you in our journey.
That's so nice.
We actually have something for you too.
Usopp! Set the
Yes, he
bait!
got his Jolly Roger!
Finally.
A big one!
Hey.
He's so happy. Aww.
These elevations show a mountain. I mean, how can a river go up a mountain?
You're a navigator.
Huh?
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Don't tell.
Yeah, I was just about to say, then I'm not gonna tell.
All hands on deck for a cast-off ceremony!
Ah.
What was it? What's in the...
Cast-off ceremony?
Yeah, what's in the box?
I don't think they're...
Barrel?
I'm gonna find the old blue.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
I'm gonna be the world's greatest swordsman.
Oh, this is really nice.
I'm gonna draw a map of the world.
I'm gonna become a brave warrior of the sea!
This is it, crew? Nothing's gonna stand in our way! Yeah!
Oh, so much is gonna stand in your way, but I'm sure they'll get there eventually.
Some interesting sequels.
Yeah, they're all wearing hats and shit. Uh-oh. What's this? Who's this? And why are they... Okay. Huh. That was a great season finale. There certainly was some setup, but they also rounded it off in a really nice way, where this was just all about getting to know these characters throughout this season, assembling the crew, and then in the end, now they really, really are a crew. They're all dedicated to it, and now they can go on their adventure to the Grand Line, but yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff is gonna happen, and I know that there's a lot of story left. Like, this is only the beginning.
Like, this is what, 80 chapters out of 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll still have some ways to go, but that's only good, because I really enjoyed this series so freaking much. I've said it before in some of the previous videos, but I don't really have any negatives at all. Like, sure, could you start nitpicking here and there? Is it the most perfect thing that I've ever seen? No, but like nothing is. But it just spoke to me in a way that was like because it gave you pretty much everything. Like there are plenty of emotional moments, plenty of action, and a lot of humor, of course, throughout it, and then creating like an interesting and unique world with interesting and unique characters, good themes as well. Like just it all mixed together and made for an extremely entertaining first season.
Yeah, and I think because we just recently watched Attack on Titan, it's also at least like anime manga based. It's like two very different like tones of the show, like, of shows, you know. So it's like
at the end of Attack on Titan, I wasn't exactly like smiling like this. Not because we didn't enjoy Attack on Titan; it's one of our favorites, but it's it's a very different tone.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun with the juxtaposition of it, right? Because it's so like the other like Attack on Titan was so bleak to me at least, and then we have something that is so heartwarming and wholesome and just like
all about doing the right thing, being a good person, no matter if you're a marine, a pirate. Yeah, like the themes are more simple and straightforward in that way. The characters aren't as well, they are nuanced, but it's fairly easy to be like, okay, this is, you know, a good person or a bad person. Like you compare like Luffy to Arlong or something like that. But there are also more complicated and like gray characters, I guess you could call them in this one. And like one character that I definitely didn't expect to, like where we started with Garb. And then where we ended, I had no idea that was the direction that character was going to go in, and that I was really gonna like him here in the end, and you know respect his character, and he was just making sure that Luffy was truly up to this, so he tested him as hard as he could, and I don't know how that relationship is going to be going forward because Garb is still a marine, so if he's to do his duty and follow his code, he shouldn't allow pirates to just roam free. But it is also his grandchild, and it is...
Sure, well, like, of course he's a marine in all seas, but I think he's only, like, stationed in East Blue, right?
Yeah, sure. So
he's not gonna... I don't think he's gonna follow him into the Grand Line.
No, unless there's
he's just gonna be...
Yeah,
I don't think he has that much to say anymore, except that he was, like... He was somewhat of, like, a plot device, almost, to push...
Luffy in the right direction. Yeah, like...
completely, because as he said, he, like, now you're alone. You have to do this by yourself now. I can't protect you. Like, you're no longer protected by me, and you have to follow your code, and it's like you have to be up for this.
Yes, and he's now certain that he is, and Luffy's got friends with him, and I think also when it comes to Garb and what he said about your own personal code there in the end, like that's something where, because he's a high ranking marine, but he's kind of doing his own thing in the way that he's not just blindly following orders, and that's also what he commended Kobe for in the end. And
I don't know.
He has a really interesting name. Like they haven't really, I don't know if they've ever said it out loud in the series, but I know he has a really interesting name. I can just write it on the screen right there. But he commended them for not just blindly following orders, but just going with their heart, going with what they believe is right. And that's also what Garb is doing. That yes, of course he's a marine. He's gonna hunt pirates, but more importantly, he's gonna hunt the people who do wrong, like Arlong, and Luffy is doing good
most of the time.
Most of the time, like of course, like if you rob a marine base, they should get after you. And now there is a bounty on his head.
Sure,
30 million berries.
But that's also it, right? Because I think what he's been trying to set Luffy up to is basically trying to teach him consequence of his actions. Like,
Yes.
are you prepared for the consequence? For example, the wanted poster does say dead or alive. So, well,
Yeah, and there
he
are
has
gonna
to be prepared to die for his cause, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it is Luffy. Of course, he's willing to die for his cause.
Mm.
But it is like, and especially because he has probably been such a huge part of Luffy's upbringing. Consequence is an extremely important thing to teach your kids. So it's like
yeah, he wanted to make sure that he understands the consequences. This isn't just a game.
Yeah,
like what you've been doing.
You're
here.
not
especially
just playing
not when you.
pirate.
Yeah, and especially when you get to the Grand Line, like it's gonna get real serious. And Zoro also mentioned that with the bounty on your head, there's gonna be bounty hunters.
Yes.
So that's also something. And I don't know, like the person that we saw in the very, very, very end that we just saw from behind. It looked like he was wearing some sort of marine.
Yeah, it said something
colours
with
thing.
military.
Yeah, exactly. And then the smoking 2 cigars at once, hardcore. But it also seemed like it was sort of personal in that way, like really specifically. Ooh, this is like Luffy, hate Luffy.
And I don't remember this person.
No.
So
yeah, maybe it's a tease for like way down the road, and that's why they haven't casted anyone to play that character. So that's why we just saw them from behind, and it's gonna be like a significant big villain.
I think people who have actually like read the manga or seen the anime knows exactly who this person is.
Of course.
So
many of you guys out there, you know.
So
exactly
I think it's just like a bit of like a fan service tease. Like
they're gonna.
This is the big baddie, or like this is
one of the big baddies.
Yeah, this is that one.
Yes,
and look forward to seeing him next.
Yes,
season.
And speaking of baddies, Buggy, of course, is gonna come back and Boogie, and he's gonna hunt Luffy and the others, but he's then also gonna team up with someone to do that. Alvida. She must have swam for like I don't know how long, because they were on her ship and Luffy just yeeted her out into the ocean. But of course, she survived, and like that's an unwritten rule.
Yeah,
if you don't see a body, and that's also the case with Arlong. Like we didn't see him die like that. It looked pretty deadly, but
we don't know. And he's hard to kill, and it is a fantasy world, and they can survive things that normal humans definitely can't. They're
he's
stronger
than and he's not even human. So there you go. Yeah, and it was never, because I totally understand this now, that just because someone is extra strong or can do something seemingly magical, it's not because they have eaten a devil fruit necessarily. Devil fruits will give you powers, but you can also get them in other ways, or you can be born with them. Like I'm not
like
sure how
training
it works.
or like a species thing. Or...
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like with Garp, for example, that's not a devil fruit. He's just
very strong.
Very, very, very strong.
And Kuro, he was just very fast because he's trained himself to be very fast. It seems.
Yes, and Mihawk is just very all of it, I guess.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why he's a warlord, you know. And
but Shanks said that he could take him. Or maybe he was just jesting in that moment. But that was a great scene. I was so glad that we got that, because when they started showing everyone reacting to the wanted poster, it's like, come on, we have to see Shanks' reaction. And we did. And he was so happy.
Cool.
So I don't know if we're going to get the reunion in the next season or the one after that, or like when that's happening. But I'm sure it's going to happen, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, and I know of at least one character that we haven't got teased yet.
That's quite important. Yeah, okay.
So I'm looking kind of forward to that, even though I can't remember exactly whether he's like how if he's gonna and how much he's gonna antagonize. If he's gonna antagonize, and how much he's gonna antagonize Luffy, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember. It's honestly just a thing. I don't remember. I just remember like
that
character.
Yes. All right. And I'm also going back to that scene. Mihawk showing up. It's kind of funny that, or I don't know, but just that he's just doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Really, he's just like, he doesn't have a crew or anything, but he's still more dangerous than, he took out like a whole fleet with I don't know how many thousands of people and big ships, and like, so he's a one-man army, but still like taking time to I'm just gonna get this wanted poster and go find Shanks,
and it seemed like they have history, because he was like, here's about the boy that you mentioned.
The boy that you've been talking about.
So, like, do all the pirates have, like, a secret association or something? Like, they meet on pirate meetings, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that only a wallet thing? I don't know. I don't know.
Like, it is part of, like, it is real history that
Sure.
pirates did.
Meet up. Yeah.
Meet up, and they did have these meetings, and it was all very, like, it was pure democracy and, like, voting for what they should do, and it's not like the captain's votes, they counted for more or anything. It was just pure.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, they have that whole meeting with all the pirate.
Yeah, and apparently that was actually quite realistic. Or,
Okay.
you know, like, it wasn't too far out. Like, what happened at that meeting, and, like, the weird and colorful characters.
Yes.
Maybe not to that degree, but it is a real thing.
Keith Richards as a pirate was just like...
Amazing. But it seems like there's also like that pirate society going on here, and them talking amongst each other, and sometimes they'll be on opposite sides depending on what they want, what their goal is, and other times they'll help each other, and I hope to see more of that. It's just what I'm saying.
And some more warlords. I would love to meet
I would love to meet the other warlords as well.
Yeah.
No, that was Arlong mentioned that Jinbei or something, that was a fisherman that's also a warlord, but
and some people said he was pretty nice.
but also said that like we shouldn't expect to see him anytime soon, so that's also fair. And we also know, by the way, that there are like, it's not that all fishmen are bad. I don't know.
No,
a lot of people have been correcting us in the comments of the last one, and I honestly don't even remember saying that. Are there any nice fishmen? Because of course we saw one before working at the
Maître D.
Yeah, the Baratier.
Yeah. Sorry, French.
Yeah. Leave that to Sanji.
Yeah.
We know that not all fishmen are bad. Sure. Far from it. And I just want to underline also again that what Arlong was fighting for, that
it's not necessarily a bad or wrong cause. It's just
not at all.
Like the means.
Yes, he doesn't want his people to be enslaved, but then just reversing it and being like, now it's your time to suffer, and letting your anger just.
And sure, that comes from an extremely privileged place, because we as a race, we as people have never been oppressed. So of course it's very privileged, but
I think most can agree that Arlong wasn't going about it the right way. He's punishing other innocent people. So. Yes, I sure hope so. You never know, man, with the internet. Anything else? Like, great action. But it was a straightforward episode where we just wrapped it up, and then we had a bunch of great wholesome moments, and just
it was nice with also like with Naomi just rounding off her pain,
and I
don't think, did she ever say that she wanted to draw a map of the world?
I don't think she said that before. Like, she's kept that to herself.
Yeah, like that
she
was
wasn't
her goal.
Sharing her hopes and dreams, because she didn't really have like her dream was to save Cocoa Village and be free. Now she's got that. So what does she want now? And she wants to draw a map of the entire world. So pretty nice.
One last thing, at least for me, is just I just want to commend the casting. I think the casting is great.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
I've said it so many times before, but I feel like they really embody their characters, and some of the characters even feel like they just like stood right out of the pages of the manga.
Yeah.
So I'm just really want to commend it one last time because that's great.
Amazing casting all throughout, and I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, just that with Nami, I'm glad that they saved that story for last. It makes and tied it together with the whole Arlong thing, of course, and the ending of the first season. Like it just made it even more significant and impactful.
So they have, I think, also one of the reasons why this series is doing quite well. And of course, there will always be diehard fans that just absolutely hates it. Fine, that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But my what I wanted to again commend is that it feels like they have been very good at taking like the big beats, like the big story beats, the big character beats, and kind of weaved it together in a way that just like it's just nice and a good storytelling thing. And it's like they have someone in the comments told us that instead of Boogie they had sorry, it's just the way it is. Boogie, instead of Boogie, they had two other like temporary crew members in the manga / the anime. That was the people that kind of helped them find Arlong.
Ah, okay.
But instead of introducing too many characters that were just temporary, they decided to just use Boogie.
That's every time.
I'm sorry. I'm still doing it ironically.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's gonna be unironic. It's just the way it is.
Fair enough.
Just with Bagel, we've been through this. But yeah, so like I feel like they know what to skip, like what to cut out, what is unnecessary to the.
Yeah, where it's. It won't do you any favors. You'll still arrive at the same point.
Yeah, exactly.
So to say, like for other series that has done the same to great effect, I think are Game of Thrones actually, like for a lot of the seasons.
Yeah.
And The Expanse as well, where there are characters that you're already familiar with. They're gonna take the place of some other characters, like as you say, like temporary minor characters that are in the source material, but introducing them would just like it doesn't make sense in the same way in live action, or at least like because you have to condense some things and you can't just translate it one to one. Most people know this, like from a book, for example, to a series. So you need to cut some things and also just the whole logistical and financial aspect of it all with hiring. You have to hire like multiple new actors to play these smaller parts instead of just using an actor you already have on payroll and who's already a part of it, and you don't need to introduce them. You don't need to spend time doing that because people already know them, or you take several minor characters and you cram them into one character that people already know. Like a famous example again from The Expanse is Drummer.
Yeah.
An amalgamation of like many characters put together and then creating a whole new character that took on a life of their own sort of in the series. And I'm sure there's an example from Game of Thrones with that as well. But yeah, it just makes sense doing it that way. So what you're saying with Buggy or Boogie, that he took the place of a few other minor characters.
Sure.
That only makes sense in the way that
it doesn't have to be only like the characters, as you said. It can also be like story beats that like you have to be very careful what stories that you're gonna tell and how you're gonna tell them, how you're gonna to kind of like still have or retain this feeling that you get from, for example, reading the books or whatever. Because for me, again. A horrible adaptation when it comes to all of this, The Witcher. And it's not because I'm like, it's not as like in the books. Oh, well, it's also that, but it's also like the creators have chosen like the wrong things, in my opinion, to adapt because like there are certain things I'm definitely sure that you could adapt, but they have chosen the wrong things for me personally. Where here it feels like they have like picked the right things, and like the pacing is like great, and again with like characters and story beats. I know it's only like an introduction, basically like it's just like it's introduction into the like the rest that's coming.
Yeah.
But I think they've just done great job overall when it comes to adaptation wise.
Yeah. Amazing.
That was a lot of words for. This is great.
This is great, and we really, we're just sitting here and gushing over the series, but yeah, it deserves it because it was just a great ride all the way so through the first season.
And we hope they get all 12 seasons or
however many that they're planning or they want to do, because I can't wait for the next one at least. But I think that's pretty much it then.
I don't have anything else.
No, yeah. So it's just Danish word of the day, and then we'll wrap it up. And we now have, of course, the whole crew together. They truly became a crew here in the end. So let's translate crew. Such an important thing to Luffy in the story overall. Crew in Danish is...
besætning.
Yes, so not even close.
No.
And there were other words that sort of also mean the same, like... But in this instance, when we're referring to the crew of a ship, it's besætning.
Yes, and like, because it's one of those words where you have multiple words that means like this.
The same thing, sort of, but it
have
depends.
They have the same translation.
Yes.
Whereas like, I don't in that it also works the other way around, of course. Where you have different words in English, but we have like only one word in Danish.
Yeah.
So here it's because it's specific to transport, like a crew transport on what's it called?
Transportation.
Transportation, yeah.
Yes.
On a vessel of transportation, usually a flight, a plane or a ship.
Yes.
So that's when we use besætning.
Exactly, and. Yes, it's got the A in there, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Besætning. The G is like.
It's doing the thing where it changes the sound. But it's actually pretty reminiscent of what we do in English as well.
Yep.
When you had that ing sound. Yeah.
All right. So that was the final Danish word of the day, at least for One Piece.
One Piece season 1.
Season 1. There'll be more to come in our future reactions, and next time or when a new season of One Piece comes out, and we hopefully can react to that as well. It's difficult to say what the future holds when it comes to the channel, but for now, at least, again, really enjoyed the first season, and we're glad we got to do it here on the channel and with you guys, and can be introduced into this crazy world and a really nice fandom. Actually, I think like the people have been really nice in the comments, and that's all not always with big fandoms. It's there can be some toxicity here and there, and especially when it comes to adaptations, and some people can get bitter.
But the more wholesome the material, I find that the
more wholesome the fan base.
The fan base is. Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely the case here. Anything else you want to say here at the very end? Nope. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.